Hello everyone. Today I want to discuss the next natural phenomena, that is earthquake. As we have discussed lightning, now I want to discuss about the earthquake. Beta, you must have heard about the massive destruction caused to life and property due to the earthquake in various parts of the earth. You must have also heard that some are more prone to earthquake than the others. Actually, some areas are more prone to the earthquake, but others are less. So that we can discuss now the earthquake, and you know what is the structure, how the structure of earth is taking place. Actually, earth contains the three structures, mainly three parts are present in the structure of earth. The innermost part, that is known as core, middle part is known as mantle, okay, and the outermost part, that is known as crust. So these are the three different parts of earth, okay. And do you know what is seismology? Seismology actually this is the branch of science that deals with the study of earthquake. So seismology, seism word is related to the earthquake. So seismology is the branch of science that deals with the study of earthquake, and seismologist, the scientist who study the behavior of earthquakes, that are known as seismologist. Got it? Do you know the high risk areas in India, and you can say that some earthquake prone areas of India. That high risk area of India is Kashmir, then western and central Himalayas, northeast, Rann of Kutch, New Delhi and Rajasthan. While if we will talk about the moderate risk, then it is Andaman and Nicobar, Iceland and Punjab. Okay, so let us start that earthquake. As you know that earthquake is a sudden movement or disturbance in the mainly you can say lithosphere. Okay. So you can write the definition of earthquake. Earthquake is a sudden movement. Earthquake is a sudden movement. Okay, or you can say the disturbance in the lithosphere. So that is earthquake. As you know that how the earthquake is caused. Actually, there will be the reasons for causing the earthquake. Earthquake can be caused due to the volcanic eruption. Okay, then it can cause underground nuclear explosion. It can cause due to the collision of meteor and earth, and it can cause the movement of tectonic plates. Actually, in this chapter we will discuss the occurrence of earthquake due to the movement of tectonic plates. Okay. So actually some terms are there that you should aware about these terms, like seismic focus. Actually seismic focus, what is the seismic focus? An earthquake originates from a point that is called seismic focus, or this seismic focus is also known as hypocenter. Okay. An epicenter, it is a point on the earth surface vertically above the seismic focus. Seismic zones are the areas on the boundaries of the tectonic plates where earthquakes are most likely to occur, and fault, a crack running through a tectonic plate as a result of movement. So that is known as fault. Okay. And you can just aware about that case, what are the seismic zones, and you can see that when these plates, actually these plates will move, these earth is formed by the different types of the plates. So they are moving and they are rubbing with each other, they can rub with each other. So sometimes what happens, they are getting interlocked. Okay, then this prevents them from moving. Okay, actually there becomes the interlock, so this prevents them from the moving and for years, and forces pushing the two plates from beneath and create tremendous pressure against the edges of the plates. As the pressure continues to build, then the strain rips of the two plates apart, and this sudden ripping of the two plates send waves of high energy in all directions and along the surface of the earth, and these waves are called seismic waves and are felt as earthquakes when they reach the surface. Okay, so the plate from where an earthquake originates is called seismic focus, that is the place from where the earthquake originates. So, that is known as seismic focus, and it is the point from where the edges of the plates give away, and the point vertically above the seismic focus is called epicenter. Okay. So, how we can measure the intensity of earthquake? Actually, all the earthquakes are not of the same magnitude, and the magnitude depends on the amount of energy released and can be evaluated by the size of seismic waves. So, the instrument used to measure seismic waves is called seismograph, and it consists pendulum bob and vibrating rod also. Okay. And that way that rod will be just contains a string. Okay, a pen is attached to this bob and upside down. Okay, a roll of graph paper is placed on the rotating drum that is fixed to the base of the seismograph, and the instrument is fixed to the ground. Now, when the earthquake mainly earth shakes or disturbance will occur, then the base also shakes and the tip of the pen records this movement on the graph paper, and the record of the seismograph on the graph paper is called seismograph, gram mainly. So, that record is known as seismogram. Then have you heard about that Richter scale? Actually, the magnitude of the earthquake can be measured on the scale, and the scale is known as Richter scale. Okay, it was developed by Charles Francis Richter, an American seismologist, in 1935. Okay, and the scale has marking from 0 to 9. So, you can write the definition also, ki what is seismograph and what is seismogram. Seismogram is the record of the seismograph on the graph paper, that is known as seismogram. Okay, and the magnitude of earthquake can be measured on a scale that is called Richter scale. So, you can write Richter scale. It is a scale used to measure the intensity of earthquake. Okay, so you can write or magnitude of earthquake. Okay, so measure the magnitude of earthquake, and its readings will be 0 to 9. So, the scale has marking from 0 to 9. Got it? Scale markings from 0 to 9. So, scale markings are actually Richter scale used to measure the magnitude of an earthquake. Okay, and the scale readings are reading of scale that will be from 0 to 9. Readings are 0 to 9 on the scale. Okay. Now, what's happened actually that Richter scale developed by Charles Darwin. So, how the readings will be follows. Actually, on the basis of earthquake, it will be classified on the readings. Okay, so we can write that readings of the earthquake. First 0 to 2 readings will be unnoticed, that we can not notice these readings of earthquake. So 0 to 2 unnoticed. Means these readings from 0 to 2 readings, these are not noticed by us. Second 2 to 4 felt but not damaging. Second reading 2 to 4 felt but not damaging. Means damaged is not taking place in 2 to 4 readings. So it will be not damaged. It will be felt by us but not damaging. Third is 4 to 6, it will be moderate. 4 to 6, then these readings are moderate, not too much, not too high. Next is 6 to 8 reading should be severe. It will be severe, damage is taking place, and 8 to 9 is very serious. 8 to 9 it is very serious, Okay, so these are the different readings that we can take the scale as follows. These are the different readings on the scales that we can justify them. Okay, next, destruction caused by the earthquake. Actually, the earthquake of highly intensity caused massive destruction to life as well as the property. Some earthquake hazards many places, like earthquake can cause great damage to man-made structures like buildings, roads, then rails, bridges, etc. They can change whole landscape, got it, of a place by deforming the ground surface also. Okay. Then high intensity earthquakes can uproot the electric poles, these telephonic wires and trees also. After that, in mountainous regions, that tremors caused by earthquake can lead to landslides. Okay, and when the earthquake occurs under the ocean, then large waves called tsunamis, these are generated from them, and when tsunami hits the shore, then it causes lot of destruction. And tsunami is a series of waves that come ashore a interval of 10 to 45 minutes mainly, and you have learned this tsunami in previous class. Now, protection against earthquake. You know that the earthquake is not predictable. It will not predict. Actually, it is not in our control also to prevent an earthquake, but we can take some preventive measures or necessary precautions to minimize the damage caused by it. Okay, so we can discuss these precautions. First, while construction a building, then consult a qualified architect and civil engineer for tips how we can minimize the effect of earthquake on the structure. Second, do not construct building on landfills or unclaimed areas, as they may be weak for support a building in case of an earthquake also. Use light construction material like timber or mud in highly seismic areas and make the roof as light as possible. Okay. Then fix bookcases, cabinets, cupboards and shelves securely to the wall so that they do not fall easily. Otherwise, if they are not fixed, then they can just fall to our head and we can damage by them. So, we will be harmed. Okay. Then next, secure firmly objects like ceiling fan, air conditioner, air coolers, water heaters, etc. so that they do not fall during an earthquake. And keep fire fighting equipment handy, as some buildings may catches fire due to the earthquake. Then repair any cracks in the wall or ceiling also. And there is some safety measures that may be personal safety if you are caught in a earthquake, then what are the steps should be taken by yourself. So, take shelter under a heavy table or coat and stay there till the shaking stops. Got it? And just keep away from tall and heavy objects that may fall on you and you can be just hurt by them. Okay. And next, if you are in bed, then do not get up, protect your head with a pillow like that. Then avoid using a lift during the time of earthquake. Leave the building you are in and move to the open area, but take care to be away from the electric poles and signboards, trees or tall structures that could fall down. Okay. And stay inside a car or bus if you are traveling. Ensure the vehicle is not near an electric pole or tall building. So, these are the precautionary measures, and you know that this is unpredictable, we cannot predict it before the time. So, we have to take these measures to control the damages, and I will send you that definitions. So, learn these definitions also. With this I would like to say thank you and have a nice day.